Hey family, Triana here, and I just wanted to share something with y'all. So happy post Valentine's Day. So I've actually been seeing this gentleman that I truly care about. And so a little over 2 weeks ago, he asked me to be his Valentine. And when he asked me, I honestly was like, what? And he's like, will you be my Valentine? I'm like, it kind of didn't register at first. And I was like, sure. I haven't had a guy ask me to be his Valentine in a very long time. I've had guys do kind gestures on Valentine's Day, but nobody actually asking me to be their Valentine. And so he said, why don't you go to one of your favorite restaurants and we can duo each other, which is like a FaceTime for Google. And he was like, bring your son. So I'm like, okay, cool, and I'm like gonna treat this like a real date. So like I got my outfit picked out. That morning I went and took care of some things, went and got some new makeup, to make sure I was looking nice. And before I got home, I went and checked the mail because he said he had sent me something, but I didn't see anything in the mail, but okay. So got home, started working on my hair, and I get a text message, and he tells me that his phone, sorry, let me fix that. His phone has been acting up, and it took him 6 times just to even text me. And in the text, he said that he was canceling our date and that maybe we can do it tomorrow, after his phone is fixed, because he wouldn't be able to duo. So of course, as you can imagine, I was pretty bummed, okay? I didn't even respond. I just went ahead and finished my hair and was like, okay. So my son got home, cooked dinner, we watched some movies. Around 6:37, I had my son go to the door and check because once again, he said he had sent me something. And my son comes back and he's like, Mom, here it is, nothing. So I'm like, so I got no gift and I'm not going on a date for Valentine's Day. And I was really looking forward to it, y'all. So I'm like, okay. So I let my son stay up a little bit longer, really because we just ended up finishing the movie we were watching and it ran later than I thought. And, before I put my son to bed, he started texting me like, hey, how's your day? How's my day? I was hitting this boy with the 1-word responses. Good. Yep. Like, I don't even want to talk no more. So I tucked my son in and, get in bed. He's still hitting me up. He's not texting me. I'm sorry. He's hitting me up on Facebook Messenger. And of course, you can connect to Messenger just through connecting on the internet. And he was using his other phone. So I'm just like, which doesn't have service. It just, once again, any phone can connect to data if it's a smartphone. So I'm feeling some type of way. So me and him are reading this book. And so I was like, I'm about to read. I will talk to you later. I did not want to talk to him. I'm gonna be honest. I was giving him a little attitude. And so I did let him know that I was disappointed that we didn't go on this date. And he said he was upset too. And I was like, I know it's not your fault. Your phone broke. So I put the phone down, faced it down. I didn't put it on silent because I didn't want to hear his responses. So I'm, reading my book, but I picked up the phone because I do love this boy. And he's just like, can we just talk a little longer? I know it's not duo, but can we at least talk? And I'm like, okay. He's like, so did you check the mail? I told y'all I checked the mail when that was in there. I was like, yep. And he was like, and I was like, nothing. Nothing was in the mail. And so he's like, well, did you check the front door? And I'm like, yes. He's like, you should check again. And I'm thinking like, I already had Caleb check. But y'all who have kids, y'all know when kids look for things, like you can be like, get that pencil. And it can literally be right next to him. They be like, what pencil? What pencil? The pencil on your right. What? Right. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and check and see if there really is something outside of the door, but my son missed it. So I go downstairs. I got myself wrapped in this blanket. I got a headscarf on. I'm cold, y'all. My house is cold because something going on with the heat, but that's another thing. I open up the door. This man is sitting at the foot of my steps, looks up and says, hey. Now, what I forgot to tell y'all is he lives out of state. And we had planned for him to come out here, next month. And so seeing him, I giggle when it comes to this guy, like, was a pleasant surprise. And yeah, he's here. And I think he's cooking because I smell something. I hope he's not burning down my kitchen. But like when I tell y'all, God keeps exceeding my expectations with this man. I literally feel the love of God through this man. He just exhibits the fruit of the Spirit, and I am grateful that he's in my life. And people have told me, you know, remember, God's your first love. What they don't realize is the reason why he's in my life is because of God. So it makes me want to honor and praise God even more. I want to be even more obedient and even more disciplined in the Lord because this man is in my life. Because I see what God can do. This man is a blessing. And so that is my Valentine's Day story. God bless you all.